your heart and my heart are very, very old friends. Hello, welcome back to my new channel for the second episode, where today I'm going to be making a Valentine's card on screen together with my audience as we go. Not even I know how this is going to turn out or even what exactly I'm going to be using to make it. I am the effortless curator. I love beautiful things. I love creating beautiful things. I love living a beautiful life. So let's start creating a beautiful card. It's said that necessity is the mother of invention, and it's true that when I had less crafting items, I had to be more creative. But, well, all this is PET stickers and pretty background paper. So I'm gonna have to get creative without the boredom of having few items to choose from, and sometimes it's more difficult actually. So I liked this pretty paper, and this is actually, I tore this off an old hardbound notebook that I was throwing away, but I immediately thought it was very pretty and I should do something with it. The lighting in here is not very good, so it doesn't really do it justice, but it's this sort of, it has this gold matte sheen to it, and was going through some new packets of quote stickers to get some ideas. So, like this says, my heart, your heart and my heart are very, very old friends, which sounds very much like something I would say to my partner. So this might be it. Another one. You are the most precious man-made material. Well, no, that sounds weird. I also am taking into consideration not just the words but the size, because this is a card, so it shouldn't have such small text that it's difficult to read. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. No, that is also very... So I'm doing this with you at the moment. I have no idea, absolutely no idea what I'm doing, in the sense that I haven't planned anything. Hugging is a silent way of saying you matter to me. Yeah, okay, but not for my card. The noises in the background are my neighbors going up to their apartment. In one kiss, you'll know all I haven't said. Also beautiful, but not for the front of a card. This is not related to love. She acts like summer and walks like rain. No, I loved this one, the very first one I came across. That's, yeah. So this, I would like to keep this, but it's also not exactly in the same color scheme as the gold frame. So we'll have to see about how to separate the two and make them, put them in the same card. I also realized that, oh, this is cute too. I love you, and that's the beginning and end of everything. And this actually matches the card color more. I also realized that I don't usually make cards. Usually I make collages to hang in a frame. So I actually don't have A4 size cardstock. And I have only one pre-cut card shape that I cut with one of my aunt's die plates. I think they're called, I'm not sure. So this is it's one of those sort of stopper cards. It's cut to size. So I'm confined to this shape if I want to make a card, because I don't have any other cardstock. So we know that we're gonna use that for a background, and it's an off-white, so it will match with the gold. We're gonna have the wording. This is for inside and this is for the outside, I think, but we'll see. These are all PET stickers of people, as I think are most of these. Yeah, I love people. I mean, I love figurines of people, images of people. When I was young, I wanted to go to art lessons simply to learn how to draw people, which is something I did not learn how to do so much. So, and then these are all windows. I love windows, especially in art, but also in real life. I love windows so much. And so I like putting images on windows. However, this is not the first card I'm making for my partner, and it's also not the first collage of mine he'll be seeing, and I use windows a lot. So I might deviate slightly and use a frame instead. I've got lots of pretty frames here, so we'll see if anything matches what we're doing. I really love old style furniture, and he does too, so yeah, we might have something here. Look, I'm gonna put away the windows because I don't want to overuse. I don't want to always have the same kind of ideas. I want to do something different and something special. So I reduced the number of possible frames that we'll be using to the ones that would be within the color scheme that I am working on. But I also decided that despite that we're going to have a beautiful gold frame on the outside, it's likely better if we put this paper on the inside. The front of the card is a bit busy in the sense that I think that if we're going to put this, it doesn't make sense to just cut it to cover all the front because it will seem a bit funny. So I thought that maybe we can leave the outside to be this textured cream color and then put, say, the frame that matches on the front. I don't know yet what frame it will be, but we'll get to it. We'll be shortlisting. This, for example, seems to be the right proportions. So in the end I decided that the frame had to not be too dark, too ornate, that it would preferably be rectangular and in a gold or ivory color. So I went through literally all my stash of stickers of people. So I shortlisted the ones that were sort of the kind of couple that we are. Like, they're eating a good meal. My partner is a foodie. There's hearts and tea. This is so us, or like all bundled up and cuddly. Or inside being cozy. I could always cut off the Christmas tree. This is just a close-up of a couple. I think this is one of my favorites, actually. And sometimes it's so very obvious which are the favorites, even if you know, I have quite a few images of people here, for example, but somehow this is the one that speaks to me. And same with the frames. I like this frame here, but it's too ornate for this couple and they wouldn't even fit properly. I want them to look like they're inside the frame, but you know, that's enough of them shows, so this is perfect. And they can have some, these are too big maybe, but these balloons would do nicely. And this sticker that I was putting on the front is is not really the right proportions, but this might be if I cut it a bit from here so that it's more elongated. So probably that's going to go on the front. But wait, I think I changed my mind. Let's rewind. Let's start over. Because suddenly I'm liking this image more, and even an oval frame, I could make it so that they're sort of over it, but I'll put this side in so that they're sort of coming through. And then I can put this on the front as I had originally planned, because it will go nicely with the color scheme of the frame and the shape. Then I found these stars that I will have to peel off and put one by one to put on each side like this. And I've changed my mind even about the inside, because I'm not liking the gold paper with this sticker. And I also found this, which is from the same set of stickers as the one I'll be putting on the outside, and then they go inside to cuddle up. Yeah, that's that, and it leaves me room to write my message. It actually turned out to be extra difficult to peel off those tiny gold stars and affix them in place. I also added the balloons from the previous idea to give it a bit of movement and asymmetry. And here is my finished product, which I am actually very proud of. Not because it's perfect, because it isn't. I mean, I even affixed the quote slightly sideways, but it is handmade and I'm not a professional card maker, and I made it with love. I hope you enjoyed watching the process and that you will come back for my next videos.